Hey everybody, how's it going? Hold on. I'll try fix the camera though. I don't know. Does that look okay? I have no idea. That's not bad. Hey Dave, how you doing, man? Thanks for the thumbs up. That's a first thumbs up of the day, so thank you. There's my sister chiming in already. Hi sister, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Good. How's Mark, Jason, Ernst, New Hampshire? Hello, how are you? How is the video feed? Can everybody tell? My dogs are barking. They're always barking. You can see and hear me. Good. So yeah, I did a little tweaking. My other sister's here. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? How about my third sister? Is she here too? Good. Good feed. Yeah, I did a little tweaking with the Wi-Fi and just waiting on a doe to come here. Somebody's sitting in a tree stand. I didn't see who that was, but yeah, all seems good. Somebody's waiting on a doe to get there. Chris Hansen, Mark Caswell, Tanya Tillotson, Grant Lettner, man, all sorts of people jumping in. And just like that, we're up to like 60 people. Minnesota, Jeff Abbott. Get a few people here from Minnesota. Bill Gerlach, he's always on here. He's from Minnesota, if I remember right. Everett Vanderhyde, happy to be here. I'm happy to be here too, dude. Wisconsin, Wyoming, nice. Ohio, man, Chicago, everybody's here. Very cool. All right, so who do we got? Who's the farthest away? New Hampshire so far, I think, is the farthest away I've seen. Oh, Tanya from Canada. All right, there's the new. What part of Canada there, Tanya? There's Tennessee. I know my sister. She's down in Tennessee also. And I guess I've never really asked. Let's see who the farthest away is. Ontario, Canada, chiming in. East Lansing. Jeff, I know you're down there in East Lansing. Iowa. Man. Cool. Yep, there's Bill Gerlach. Yep, Minnesota guy. Fishing the Apostle Islands area. Tom Hurley, I think you might win. I have no idea where the Apostle Islands are, but London, Canada, cool. All right, very nice. So how is everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing well. I just woke up from a nap. Man, I love naps. I used to not like naps, but I am like in love with naps right now. You know, I fished this morning and London, Ontario. I'm sorry, that's why I'm at, Tanya. Thank you. Fished this morning, you know, and then put the boat away. You know, 'cause I don't have any trips until next weekend. Hey, Patrick Forrest, how you doing, man? You know, clean the fish, put the boat away. You know, did a couple of tinkering jobs here and there. Then came home, and man, I was out. I've turned on some football, and I was out like a light. I don't even know if the Lions won. I haven't even checked the score. So if anybody knows that the Lions won, I know that's a stretch to think the Lions may have won. I have no idea. I'll have to check it after we're done here. But yeah, I was out for a while, yeah, I was out for like an hour. Packers won. Okay, yeah. Lions still suck. Yeah. Well, that doesn't change much, does it, Mike? That doesn't. That never seems to change much. And the Chiefs are getting beat up. I was kind of surprised on that. I just saw that. Surprisingly. All right. So anyway, I saw Leroy Dowding on here from Purple Tackle Fly Supply. Lee is on here almost every Sunday. Excuse me. Yeah, it was close until kickoff. It's always close until kickoff. And but anyway, Leroy's on here. He owns Purple Tackle Fly Supply. He and his lovely wife Deb. He's on here. So if you got any questions for Purple Tackle Fly Supply, or you just want to say hello, I always like to let everybody know that Lee's on here, and he's always happy to talk with anybody. So if you got anything you want to say, if you got anything. He's always looking for new ideas, too. I'll say that. He's always looking to hear what everyone has to say about his products. And so if you got anything you want to throw out there to him, if you got any ideas, why not bounce it off him? He listens to us. He listens to the anglers out here. He and Deb listen, and they actually will... they've actually come up with many good things, many good ideas based off what people have told them from just being on the water. So amen to that. I love it. Cool. All right, so here's the fishing report. Let's get that out of the way. We are like almost 5 minutes in, and I haven't even talked about the fishing yet, but just put it in a nutshell, it stinks right now, guys and gals. it's not good. You know, the big kings obviously around here, and I imagine most other places have pretty much run up into the river. We still have several good marks outside the pier heads, which tells me that there's still several big kings out there. I fished there the last couple of days right around the pier heads at morning light, and marked many good fish. I had one bump. We had one knockoff on a rigger, no hookup, and that's the only bite I had in there. I talked to a couple other boats, and one boat had two kings, but most boats are not getting any bites around the pier heads, and it's not surprising. We're getting late in the season. You know, the kings, they'll feed really heavy right up to the point where they know they got to go up the river, and then all of a sudden they just shut down, and their stomachs actually start to shrivel up. If you catch big mature kings, you know, just before they run up the rivers, and take a look at all those thumbs up, man. Thank you, whoever that was. That was like a whole double row or triple row of thumbs up. But you know, if you ever cut open a king just before it runs up the river and you take a look at the stomach, it just looks like a shriveled balloon. They just shrivel right up. They quit eating. So they're not. If you get a bite on a king right now outside the pier head, it's not because it's hungry. It's because you put a plug or something probably right in front of its face, and they will instinctive bite, and that's normally what's happening right now. But they're not going to be biting out of hunger. So king fishing right now, mature king fishing. Out in the big lake anyway, is not great. In the river, on the other hand, I'm talking to a few of the charter guys around here that are in the fishing in the rivers. It's not really, you know, stellar fishing as I want to say, but they're getting 2 or 3 or 4 bites a trip normally. Some guys are getting a few more, and a couple fish a trip. And they're just rolling up in the river, then, you know, throwing thunder sticks and body baits and whatnot up into the river. And, you know, they are getting some kings that way, which is good to hear. Steelhead, nothing's showing up yet on steelhead. Obviously, we're a little bit early here on the steelhead. Coho, we normally get like 2 run of coho around here. The first one came and was gone in a flash. I mean, it's like it was never even here. It was like 2 or 3 days of coho being around, and then they were gone. But a lot of times we'll get a second run of coho, and I haven't seen anything show up on those yet. Excuse me. So in a nutshell, and I don't mean to sound like doom and gloom in any way, but we're in that period right now where fishing is just tough. It's just really hard, especially in the big lake is what I'm talking about. You know, the big kings have run. They're moving up to spawn. Steelhead are not here yet. Coho have come and gone. Second wave of coho have not shown up. Hopefully they will soon. And then we have super warm water on top of all that. You know, I was fishing this morning. Surface temps were around 64 to 65. Breaks are down. You know, in the shallower water, I was fishing 100 to 120 foot. You know, the break was down at least 60 feet. If you go offshore, and by offshore I mean like 500, 600, 700 foot of water, the breaks are down probably still like 100 foot deep. So we still have this very warm water. It's tough to go out there and find those temperature breaks when the water is that warm. A lot of times this time of the year we can move offshore in that deep water, and you got temperature breaks that are setting up out there, and it's just not doing that yet. So we're in that tough stage, and it's like this every year for a while. So we live through it, we push on through, and we keep working on it. So it's all we can do. Anyway, if it was me going out tomorrow morning, and I fished this morning, I fished over the weekend, I still would start at the pier heads. You still might be able to get a couple of those instinctive big king bites. I know there's still a few out there. Starting the pier heads, if you don't get anything in there or you just want to move out of there, you can move off to deep water. I'm talking 300 to 400 foot plus of water, and run your normal salmon programs out there. Just keep an eye on where the breaks are. Try to target where the breaks are. This is where a fish hawk really comes in handy. You can figure out where that cold water is starting. If you don't want to do that, we've been actually running back up to the trout grounds off Onekama, getting a few trout up that way. That's what I did this morning. Had a few trout bites. At least I got some fish in the boat for the customers. You know, that's it's better than nothing. So that's what we've been doing. And the trout program, same as it always has been, except expect a lot of weeds in the shallower water. If you're fishing 100 to 110 foot of water, you're going to get a lot of weeds on those baits. So if you're going to fish in there, you can. Just make sure you're either checking your baits all the time, you know, make sure you're getting those weeds off there, or hover your stuff right above the weed angles. And that can be kind of tricky to do because you got varying depths out there, but you can do it with a little bit of tweaking and a little bit of sometimes even a little bit of luck. All right. So that really covers the fishing around here, and I think that's probably going to encompass pretty much the information for Ludington, Manistee, of course, Frankfort, Muskegon. I'm sure everybody's, mostly in that same boat around here. Can't really talk about the southern ports, down past Muskegon, or even Muskegon for that matter. I really don't know what's going on down there, but I can imagine we're probably all in the same ball game or pretty close to it right now. Excuse me. So that's it on the fishing report. So if you have any questions on that, throw a comment up. Hey, thanks, Bill. Appreciate it, dude. Throw a comment up. I still got like nap going on in my head. I'm still like groggy, but that was a great nap. That felt good. All right, so yeah, throw a comment up if you got any questions or anything. Hey, Jason, thanks, man. There's a line of thumbs up going across. I always appreciate the thumbs up. And anyway, throw a comment on there. What do you guys need? What kind of questions we got? What do you guys want to talk about? Here, walleye. Yeah, I would love to do some walleye. How would I compare this year's trolling compared to the last 20 years? Oh man, that's pretty broad. I was actually going to do a video here in a few weeks just talking about what I thought of the fishery this year. So I think I'll hold off on that. I'll do a video on that very thing. I've been putting some thoughts together on that, what I want to say. And I think I'll probably do that at the end of every season. Just talk about what I thought of the fishery for the past year. I guess just in a quick nutshell, I felt it was down this year compared to at least last year. But I'll get more into depth on that coming up. But that's a great question. That's a really good question. Because really, that's something we're all interested in. Where are we going? Where are we going here with the fishery? What is the cold water temp you look for offshore? I'm still looking for 50 and below. That's my normal range right there. 51, 50 degrees and below that. That's what I'm looking for. Hey, Steve, how you doing, man? Happy to always help out, Steve. Thank you, man. Thanks for the thumbs up, too. All right. What else you guys got? Oh, we can talk about this. Fishing out deep. Do we switch back to spoons? Well, you can switch back to really anything you want. Spoons are a great presentation out offshore. You can still run meat rigs, flasher fly, spoons, anything. Do you plan on doing any river charters? Mike, I don't have a river boat. If you're talking about me personally, I do not have a river boat. So in the near future, I don't plan on doing any river charters, but I can see it down the road for sure. I can see it happening. Probably, maybe within 5 years or so, I can see myself starting up the river business in the off season. So yeah, good question, dude. Thanks. All right. What else you guys got? Toss it out there. See if I can come up with an answer for you. But if you saw the thumbnail to this video, you see that's my logo. That's the logo that my daughter and I came up with. If you didn't see it, that's fine. I completely understand. But after this video uploads, if you want to see it, the logo is on there. And that's just a little teaser because we have shirts ordered. I know a lot of people have been asking and waiting patiently for shirts. That's part of the logo that's going to be on the shirt, along with a few other really cool things. And the shirts are ordered, and they should be here probably by next weekend. So, yeah, if you're still looking for a shirt, Tom, thanks for the super chat, dude. He's such a nice guy. So, yeah, what I'm going to have in shirts to start off, Jeff, you're always saying XXL. I didn't get many XXLs. I have large, extra large, and a few XXLs, and we'll see how those go. And then as we move into those, we'll order more things too. I got ideas for hoodies. I got ideas for the the technical shirts. The lightweight technical shirts. I have ideas for long sleeve shirts. So we'll see how this plays out. But yeah, they're coming. We're going to work on hats as well. So it's all coming down the road. And so anyway, thanks for your patience, but they're coming. They're right around the corner. I'm kind of excited about it. Can't wait for them to show up. Somebody just asked if I ever run mag lips, and I didn't see who it was. But yeah, I run mag lips. In fact, I've run them quite a few times, especially around the pier heads. My honest opinion, I haven't had great luck with them. And I've seen a few videos out there of a guy that runs them quite a bit. He talks about them pretty highly, and I won't say who it is. In fact, he's a guy that I respect as a really good angler, and so I'm not going to trash him in any way. But I have not personally had a lot of luck with mag lips out there. Mid-October fishing tactics. Well, Every year is different. Mid-October can be really, really strange. A lot of times we're looking for those juvenile kings. We can just go out and fish our normal king patterns and find those 2 and 3 year old kings. We can move offshore if the temp breaks are set up out there where we have really good, what I mean by temp break is really warm water on the surface, you know, butted right up against cold water on the surface. And that's what I'm talking about with a temp break offshore. We'll get those start to set up. We can go fish steelhead way offshore, juvenile kings way offshore. You can also find juvenile kings up close, and by up close I mean your normal salmon patterns. You know, 100, 150, 200 foot of water. And you don't have to do anything special. Just go out and run your normal programs. Find the temp break. You know, if you got a fish hawk, you know, that thing will get you on the fish quickly. If you don't, you know, there's some websites out there like the Great Lakes Buoys that will show you the water temps at different levels. Excuse me. And it'll get you out there on the fish. Find that temp break. Fish your normal salmon patterns. You know, maybe a few more spoons thrown in the mix. Dreamweaver Super Slims are outstanding in October. And just fish your normal patterns. Just get out there and get after it. There's no secret sauce to this whole thing. Let me try to say that as basic as I can. Don't be intimidated by this thing. Don't think that, hey, this is October. I gotta, you know, what is October? What is September? What is August fishing? Don't be intimidated by, you know, what you see on the internet or all the information that you read in fishing articles. The best way to learn this stuff, I mean, watching here, I certainly appreciate that. Gather up the information that you can from the bait shops, you know, the fish cleaning stations, your buddies, whatever. But just get out there and do it. That is the best way to figure things out. Just get out there and do it and just have a blast. Don't be scared of this thing. I know anybody that's watching this thing can just get out there and start figuring this thing out on their own. There is no secret sauce, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So hope that makes sense. I didn't mean to sound like a soapbox, you know, or a soapbox moment right there. But yeah, that is the best way to do things. Just get out there and get after it. Take the information and just go for it. I saw somebody talking about a shirt and a hat. I think that was my mom. Of course, I will give you I will gladly give you a shirt and a hat, Mom. You know, however many you want. Yeah, Jason, see, that's a great point right there. Don't overthink the color selection. You know, I always say don't mad scientist things, and what I mean by that is when I go out and I fish, I have my A lures, and I have my B lures. And my A lures are just the ones I know will catch fish. They've caught fish in the past, so I know they work. I'll go out there, and if I'm not getting bit on my A selections, it's probably not the lures. It's probably something I'm doing. It's probably trolling direction, trolling speed, no fish there. You know, don't overlook the fact that there might not just be any fish there. It's probably something else, or they're just not biting. You know, something's going on. If my A lures aren't working, I'll mix up some of my B selections in there. And if those aren't working, I'll probably go back to my A selections. I don't go out there and say, all right, I'm not getting bit. Go rummaging through all my tackle boxes, find something I've never used before, throw it all together and throw it out there and think I'm going to catch a fish on it. It just, it doesn't work out that way. So that was a great point, Jason. Don't overthink the color selection. Use what you know has worked in the past. If for some reason that's not working, it's probably something else. It's probably, like I said, trolling speed, trolling direction, water temp, or fish aren't biting, or the fish just aren't there. It's something as simple as that. All right. Cool. All right, how many people we got here? I see you have water in your coolers with fish. Could you tell me what they... I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. All right. Kind of missed the rest of that comment anyway. Oh, we got 80 people here. We got 28 thumbs up. We're like almost 20 minutes in. What else you guys want to talk about? We talked about hats and everything. I missed Bob Hunter. What'd you say, man? I missed what you said. Shoot. Throw it back up there. I was like seeing good comments. Weather is the biggest obstacle in October. You're not kidding, Bob. And that's the same thing with... We're just talking about that, me and some of the other charter guys today. You know, we book trips in September, and you're lucky to get 50% of them in, just because of the weather. And we understand that. Then when October comes, you're lucky to get probably 30% of the trips in, because weather can get real nasty real fast. Yeah, in fact, I'm looking to put the boat up after, I think the first weekend of October, the boat's going to be put away. Switch over to bow hunting. Which charters do I network with, Zach? That's a good question. I have a lot of friends here in Manistee, but just a few: Riverside, Netminder, Hot Ticket, Our Real Heroes, Dogbone. Those are just a few to name off the top of my head. Yeah, I try to network with some of the best. I try to hang out with people who are much smarter than I am, so I can take things away from them. That's what I try to do. That doesn't make me smart. It makes me lucky to have friends that are much smarter than I am, much better fishermen than I am. All right, what else you guys got? Pretty quiet tonight. That's cool. Oh, here's something. If you missed the video, I put it out here a few days ago. Dreamweaver's having a sale right now. I'm almost certain it runs through midnight tonight. If you're looking for Dreamweaver gear, the whole website is 15% off right now. Hop on there, use code FREE15, FREE15. You get 15% off your entire order. And if you spend more than $100 there, and it's almost impossible not to spend $100 when you're at Dreamweaver. If you spend more than $100, you get a free t-shirt. And you use code DWT, DWTEE. And you use both codes. You can get some great gear at a cheaper price. And there you go. Tim helped himself to some. And yeah, you get a free t-shirt too. Everybody likes free t-shirts. Yeah, speaking of t-shirts, I have not come up with a price yet on my shirts. It's probably gonna be around $25. That will cover all my costs. I'm not gonna make much on these things. I don't care about that. But probably around $25, and then $5 probably on shipping. And shipping, if you order $5 will cover all of that. If you order more than 5, it might be a little bit more, but we'll figure that out down the road. All right, so it looks like comments are slowing down. I'm happy to sit here all night if you guys want to and answer anything. 75 people are still hanging out with me. I appreciate that. We're moving into these colder months. I still plan on doing these reports or just really these hangout sessions every Sunday. We'll keep doing this all through the year, and we'll roll right back into 2021. God willing, it's a much better time. Not so much craziness going on out there. But yeah, we'll go right through the winter, and we'll talk about ice fishing. We'll talk about bow hunting. We'll talk about everything else. And yeah, we'll keep on going. Are you going to get live videos from the deer blind? That's a good idea. I think I'll work on something like that. Johnny Cuz, how is the boat running? Boat is running smooth, man. Excuse me. Boat is running wonderfully. Sounds like an extra nap might be in the cards for you tonight. Yeah, you're not kidding, dude. Thanks, Bill. Yeah, I'm going to try to get as much sleep as I can tonight. It takes a toll on me. Back when I was young, man, I could just run and go. But, man, I just don't have that in me much anymore. I'll still do it, but it just takes me longer to recuperate. Yeah, my brain still thinks I'm like 20 years old, but my body knows it's not. I still try to do it. All right, we're almost 24 minutes into this thing. Comments are slowing down. Still need a video editor. Hey, that's a great question. I had 3 guys that I was looking at, and I talked to a few of them. I talked to those 3 guys, and I'm going to send them some footage and see what they can come up with. I just have not had the chance to send anything to them yet, but that's something I'm working on. Or I may just decide to keep doing it myself. Outdoorsy Gal, how you doing? Good to see you. See you on here every now and then. Gary Davey, there's a name I see here all the time. All right, let's wind her down here, everyone. Hey, be safe. Have a great week. If you're going out fishing, best of luck to you. Just get out there and get after it. That is the best way to do these things. And if there's anything I can do to help you out, send me an email, christangletackle@gmail.com or chris@darkbluecharters.com. And let me just say that real quick, please. Again, if you're looking for a charter next year, I am booking up fast, and I mean really fast. So if you're looking for a charter, man, give me a call or a text, 231-252-1177, and I will be happy to get you on the books. I don't want you to miss out if there's a date. The second thing I want to say on that is I've decided on for the charter giveaway for the Patreon channel. If you Support us on Patreon. If you go on Tangle Tackle or go on patreon.com and look up Tangle Tackle Fishing, you can support us. The charter date that I'm going to give away for all the Patreon supporters that have met the criteria is going to be July 31st. That is a Saturday, and it's right there at peak salmon time. So we are going to give that charter away here in a few months, but that is going to be the date. Unless the person wants something different and it's open, that's fine. But that is that's the date that I'm looking at right now. July 31st, it's a Saturday, 2021. That's going to be that free charter giveaway date. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure I got that information out there, everybody. I'm kind of excited about it. Really excited about giving that away to somebody. So yeah, if you want to support us on Patreon, again, I don't want to beat that thing up, but patreon.com, just look up Tangle Tackle Fishing. And thank you to all of you that support us here on YouTube and on Patreon. Boy, all of you make this this much more, it makes it so much easier for me to get on here and bring you things that everybody wants to see and do. So cool. All right, thanks guys. Let's get out of here. Have a great week. Be safe. Good luck fishing. I'll see everybody next Sunday.